Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. If you guys enjoy this video, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Gonna start doing more post-game recaps for the Rockets and just the NBA in general, but I figured I would start them off by doing both Rockets and NBA in one night. So we're gonna do a Rockets post-game here. Kind of like the idea of doing either a pre-game or a post-game. Let me know if you like them in the comments below, but let's just get right into it. So I mean, the game started off pretty tough, man. We were ice cold. Like, we were just ice cold. Eric Gordon was... At one point, Eric Gordon was like 1 for 10 tonight, but man, the whole first half of the first quarter were just chucking up threes. Like, not all of them were great shots, just chucking up threes. Nothing was really falling. Bulls started getting it going early. It was like 22-7, 22-9 early on, and then the Houston Rockets finally started to hit their shots. David Nwaba off the bench was absolutely going off for us, but like I said, going into halftime, we were only down 6 points, and it was within reach. LaVine he didn't really go off yet. Wendell kind of hurt us in the first half, but for the most part, we had a good second quarter. We had a good comeback to the first quarter, and if we got off to a good second half, probably would have won the game. Well, unfortunately, the Chicago Bulls had other plans. 46 points for them compared to our 26. So just like that, it was a 26-point game going into the fourth quarter. And although we did outscore them, obviously we ended up losing the game. We lost by like 20 points tonight, man. It was not good. The third quarter was absolutely horrific, but there were some bright spots to it. Particularly Jae'Sean Tate, just with another great game. He played about 30 minutes, 12 points, 8 rebounds. I'm just mesmerized every time he walks out onto the court and finishes his game because he improves after every single game. Also, it was really great to see Danuel House do well because I think going into the game, he was like 5 of 27, 5 of 28 in the last 5 games from deep. Tonight, much better. He started off 4 or 5 from deep. Had 15 points to go along with him. And, you know, we're getting to the trade deadline. Danuel House could be a guy who gets shopped. About, you know, a young player. I've talked a lot. I talked about shopping him in the Michael Porter Jr. trade, but Danuel House is somebody to keep their eye on. He really came through for us in the bubble at the end of last season. Got off to a rough start, and you know, now that he's healthy, it's good to see him back, and it was good to see him have a good game because it's been a while since he's had a good game. PJ Tucker, man, jeez, why is the dude on the team, bro? Like, straight up, why is he on the team? This dude gets 0 points more than half the games, it feels like. It really does. I understand. I'm going to get so many comments about, oh, it's his presence enough is enough. Well, we've lost 8 straight games. He's 35 years old. Wants to extend his contract. Let's just put this man on a winning team, man. Let's just put him on a winning team, free up his 30 minutes that he takes up every single game. It's ridiculous. Eric Gordon, ice cold tonight. You know, you guys don't like when I bash Eric Gordon, but it was a tough game for him. You know, streaky shooter, and just he wasn't on his best stuff tonight. It's unfortunate, but hopefully he'll be able to get it going for Wednesday. Hopefully Depot plays for us Wednesday and Eric Gordon can go back to being on the bench. I know Eric Gordon does not like double dipping, kind of, you know, he mentioned it even at the beginning of the season. He likes to only be with one part of the team. Stick me on the bench, stick me on the starter. I just want to know for sure. So unfortunately, with all the injuries, with COVID and all that, trading away James Harden, just everything that's gone on with the Houston Rockets, he has not been able to just stick with the bench. So he'll get it going. He's had a good year. He's having one of the best years of his career. John Wall, all right night, man, 15 points. Sterling Brown, probably one of the better parts again. I swear, it's starting to become a habit. After every single Rockets game, it's like, all right, Sterling Brown was the dude off the bench for us. Some nights, Sterling Brown's the only bright spot outside of maybe John Wall in the last 8 games with Christian Wood. But David Nwaba, 22 points, 9 rebounds. I mean, this guy, you even start. This guy every night last 5 games, I want to say, has been insanely consistent. And he's a very, 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 very valuable role player. And if we were a good team, he would be extremely useful for us. But unfortunately, we're just, what are we now? 11-19. It's not going good. 11-18, one of the two. It's not going good. I say this in some videos. I say this in my live streams. People don't like it because David Nwaba is one of our only bright spots, especially in the last 8 games. It's been tough for the Houston Rockets, but not for David Nwaba. His value, it's really high, or if it is really high, he's having an incredible year. If his value, if the market is there, definitely trade him. He's on an expiring contract. It's not like we're going to scoop him up for long term after this season anyway. That's just unfortunately not how it works. I wish it was, but unless they're committed to signing David Nwaba long term, and I mean, guys, you don't even know how long term you want David Nwaba, maybe 2 years. So we'll see what happens, but just keep your minds open to a possible trade of David Nwaba. Lastly, I want to end the video on Justin Patton. I think he took a couple threes tonight. We didn't shoot the ball from deep well at all tonight. We got a little bit better in the second half, but started off just horrible. I think Justin Patton took a couple of threes. I remember seeing his first 3 when he came into the game, and he kind of looked like Boogie, like the shot. It was just, by that I mean confident, got the ball, immediately shot it. It was like a catch and shoot 3. He looked super comfortable. I don't think he made a 3 tonight. Pretty sure he didn't, but Justin Patton tonight, 4.6 rebounds. I believe he had 3 blocks in total. I don't think he got to a 4th, but first half he was doing really good. He ended up getting about 21 minutes. DeMarcus Cousins obviously missed tonight. So we'll see what Justin Patton's minutes look like down the line and in future games. We play the Cavs on Wednesday. Hopefully we get that win, man. We better get that win. I really hope Depot is back. I just hope we get the win, because this losing streak is getting so old. It's so annoying, and it's just so unfortunate. So we'll see what happens with Justin Patton when DeMarcus Cousins comes back. But I would still, especially after having a pretty decent night tonight, especially defensively, which is exactly what we need. We need a good rim protector. I would definitely expect to see Justin Patton on Wednesday's game, and hopefully with consistent minutes in the future. Like we keep saying, that would be a cool reason to trade PJ Tucker or Oladipo. It frees up more minutes to all the guys on the rest of our team. Everybody in the G League right now, KPJ and including these guys, the guys who deserve their spots like Kevin, they will be on the team. They will be given opportunities by the end of the season. Like, we have lost 8 straight games. We're probably not going to be competing for the playoffs. We'll see what Stone decides to do with the team at the deadline, and that's going to tell you a lot about kind of how the rest of the season is going to go. But if he keeps saying he wants to get younger, and he keeps, for whatever reason, he wants to get smaller, just forget that. But if he wants to get younger, I would expect all these younger guys to play. Saw Kirkus play tonight. Saw Mason Jones play tonight. Obviously, we got blown out, but they still got almost like 10 minutes each. So that was really good to see. All in all, that's going to be it for today. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.